Rule of the Islamic Emirate in country has been 1 year.
هموطنان عزیز، خواهران و برادران گرامی،
A year ago, on the date of 15 August 2021, President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani left the presidential palace.
عجولانه داخل شهر شدیم به خاطر حفظ امنیت مردم، حفظ عزت مردم.
The forces of the Islamic Emirate entered Kabul in order to prevent insecurity and theft in Kabul.
The Afghan president, a fairly stunning turnaround of events in Kabul. You started the day.
What achievements was accompanied by this 1 year journey? Let us take a look about it. First, foreign policy. When Islamic Emirate took over on the country, it has started making serious effort to build a positive relation with the world, and it has had good results. Foreign policy of Islamic Emirate is improving day by day, and its prudent policy has led to the attention of the world to Afghanistan. About $10 billion worth of Afghanistan assets have been frozen by the United States. Recently, as a result of positive policy of the Islamic Emirate, a delegation has started working on a framework with the American delegation so that Afghanistan Bank gain access to its valuable assets. World support for Afghanistan was one of the most effective foreign policy of the Islamic Emirate, and many countries declared their support for Afghanistan. Islamic Emirate has attracted world aid to Afghanistan, opening of embassies of many countries in Afghanistan in the presence of Afghan diplomats in foreign countries. Having positive foreign policy with the world is another major achievement of the Islamic Emirate. Request in participation of the Afghan delegation to regional and international meetings proves that Islamic Emirate has played a good role in drawing the world's attention to Afghanistan. Meeting of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation was a great achievement in which the delegation of the Islamic Emirate was invited to participate in that. Participation in the Oslo meeting in Afghanistan, which was attended by a representative of region in the world and was held in the capital of Norway. Invitation to the Tashkent conference was noted by the Minister of Foreign Affairs as important and valuable for achieving Islamic goals. The meeting of the foreign ministers of Afghanistan and neighboring countries showed the good relation of the Islamic Emirate with its neighbors. First meeting of foreign ministers of 6 neighboring countries, which included Iran, China, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan, was held under the leadership of Pakistan. In continuation, the Tehran meeting was held, in which Russia was also invited to participate. The third meeting of neighbor was held by China. The country is a high-ranking delegation participated in this meeting and called this meeting full of achievements. Second decree of general amnesty. As soon as the Islamic Emirate entered Kabul, it immediately issued a general amnesty and assured all citizens that their lives and property are safe, and no one can harm the people.
علي قدر امیر المؤمنین د فرمان په اساس ټول هغه کسانو ته مقابل جهاد کې ولاړ او عفو سوي زموږ له خوا نه هم ټول عفو سوي دي او دغه عفو خاص دي د لپاره وسي موږ نه غواړو نور جګړه تکرار سي.
Ensuring internal security in the country, Afghanistan has been in insecurity for decades, and its people have been suffering from insecurity. The priority of the Islamic Emirate was to protect the lives and property of its citizens. In the last 1 year, the Islamic Emirate has brought criminal crimes, terrorist acts to its lowest level. Release of child from Balkh province Abdurauf, who was with kidnappers for almost 2 years. It was a clear example of the Islamic Emirate's struggle with security in anti-criminal activities. The previous government failed to release this child. Protecting borders of the country. In the past 1 year, Islamic Emirate has given priority to protection of the country territory and borders, and has always emphasized that no one can violate the territory of Afghanistan within the borders of the country.
موږ نه پرېږدو چې څوک د افغانستان په داخل کې امنیت اخلال کړي او یا مو د بهر څخه تهدید کړي. هر چاته به ان شاء الله تعالی ښه په میړانه جواب ورکوو.
Third, coordinating and organizing security and defense forces of the country.
د افغانستان د اسلامي امارت د کورنۍ چارو محترم وزیر الحاج خلیفه سراج الدین حقری.
And in its one-year rule, the Islamic Emirate has made a lot of efforts to coordinate and organize its defense forces and has taken necessary action in terms of uniforms and organization of the defense forces. And the fourth one, fight against drugs. Islamic Emirate has recently achieved many achievements in the fighting against drugs.
امارت اسلامی افغانستان بود که فرمان منع مواد مخدر را در این وطن صادر کرد. دیگر کشت، زراعت، قاچاق، استعمال همه انواع مواد مخدر در افغانستان ممنوع است. این یک چیزی است که هیچ کس نتوانسته بود که در این وطن انجام بدهد.
Fifthly, gaining internal legitimacy. Islamic Emirate organized a large meeting of scholars with the participation of 3,500 scholars from all provinces of the country. Meeting ended with a resolution of 11 articles supporting the Islamic Emirate and fighting terrorism, the result of which were considered good.
ما یک بار دیگر بیعت خیش را با زعیم امارت اسلامی امیر المؤمنین شیخ الحدیث هبت الله آخونزاده حفظه الله تجدید و از وی قاطعانه حمایت می کنیم.
Attention to the principle of effective governance. In order for the Islamic Emirate to respect the principle of effective governance, it created a commission in the name of Economic, Administrative and Political Commission so that government affairs can be carried forward in a good way. This commission had many achievements, emphasized of the Islamic Emirate on the principle of mutual acceptance. Islamic Emirate has provided that it believes in the principle of mutual acceptance by establishing a commission for relation with Afghan personalities and call on all Afghans who leave the country under one or another pretext to return to the country. The sixth one is opening of a major project in the country. Islamic Emirate has opened many big projects in its one-year journey. Khostepa Canal project, which is one of the largest water canal in the country, was inaugurated. Opening of Khashqari oil wells, 200 tons of oil were extracted from this mine daily. Completion and commissioning of the second pass of the Kajaki project, on the basis of which power capacity of this dam was increased from 50 to 150 megawatts. Reactivation of commercial ports. Islamic Emirate focus on excellence and betterment. Islamic Emirate has freed hundreds of acres of seized government land from the usurper in the past 1 year. Under the rule of the Islamic Emirate, hundreds of kilometers of road have been gravelled and modernized, and dozens of large and small birds have been built and restored. Project of transferring water from Panjshir to Kabul, with the implementation of which clean drinking water will be provided to the residents of Kabul. Protection of forests is another part of the plans of Islamic Emirate, which in the last 1 year has formed 450 member units for the purpose of illegal cutting of forests and smuggling. On the other side, efforts towards self-sufficiency. And in its 1 year rule, the Islamic Emirate has been unprecedented and unrelenting in its economic improvement projects. The removal of the restriction on Afghan banking system, the transfer of cash to Afghanistan, support of the private sector in construction of dams, collection of taxes which form the economic base of a country. Islamic Emirate has succeeded in this task in this 1 year journey and has collected taxes with full transparency. Before arrival of Islamic Emirate, the country was full of corruption. With the advent of IEA, corruption in tax collection has been eliminated and revenue has been collected full of transparency in customs. Islamic Emirate has approved the budget from the domestic revenue for the first time in the past 1 year.
Alhamdulillah, با واسطه حاکمیت نظام اسلامی الحمدلله همه انواع فساد، همه انواع غصب، همه انواع اختلاس، همه انواع فساد از بین رفته است.
Lastly, Islamic Emirate export exceeded $1 billion for the first time, which is a great achievement in the history of Afghanistan. Islamic Emirate has made extraordinary efforts to preserve the value of Afghanis. In the past 1 year, it has banned foreign currency transaction in the markets of the country and has protected the value of Afghanis against foreign currencies.
ځانګړی پلان غیرت لونکی مرو